My child, listen to me carefully, because today I am opening a truth that has been hiding in the shadows around your soulmate. I am speaking to you with the softness of a father and the authority of the one who sees what human eyes cannot. I know your heart has been restless, I know your mind has been questioning things you cannot understand, and I know the pain you feel when someone you love drifts away from you without any clear reason. You blame yourself, you worry about what you did wrong, you wonder why your soulmate's energy changes suddenly. But my child, this shift did not start from you. It started from a heart full of jealousy that has been secretly watching your connection grow. There is someone close to your soulmate who has been carrying a darkness that you did not deserve. This person smiles on the outside but carries poison on the inside. They act as if they care, as if they support your soulmate, as if they want peace in their life, but the truth is very different. The truth is bitter, and it is time for you to know it. This person, who should have been a supporter, became a snake. Not because of your actions, but because your presence exposed their insecurities. They saw the light in you. They saw the divine protection around you. They saw the love that your soulmate has for you. And instead of being happy, something inside them turned dark. My child, this person has been observing you from a distance. They noticed how your soulmate talks differently when they talk about you. They saw how your name brings a different kind of peace in your soulmate's heart. They saw how your voice softens their soul, how your presence calms their storms, how your love strengthens their spirit. And this made them afraid. Afraid that they were losing control. Afraid that your soulmate was slipping out of their influence. Afraid that you were becoming too important, too powerful, too irreplaceable. So instead of accepting the good, they chose to become a source of destruction. They began to manipulate small things. They started twisting words. They started feeding doubts. They started creating unnecessary tensions. My child, whenever your soulmates suddenly became confused for no reason, whenever they became distant without explanation, whenever they started believing negative things without evidence, it was not their own mind, it was this person planting seeds of doubt. They whispered lies like poison, slowly, consistently, quietly. Lies such as, you deserve better, they are controlling you, they are distracting you, they are changing you, something feels off about them. They fed these thoughts not because they care about your soulmate's well-being, but because they feared losing their position. Losing their influence. Losing the hold they once had. They feared your presence because your presence brings truth, and truth destroys manipulation. My child, I saw this long before you even felt the disturbance. I watched how you cried silently wondering why things were shifting. I saw how you prayed for clarity, how you begged for peace, how you asked me, God, what is happening? Why are things changing? You thought something was wrong with you. But nothing is wrong with you. You are not the problem. You were never the problem. You are the blessing that someone tried to hide under their jealousy. This person is close to your soulmate, but not close in heart. Their closeness is only physical, not spiritual. They are near in location, but far in purity. They speak sweetly in front of others, but their thoughts are filled with bitterness. They act like they care, but their intentions are rooted in competition. They act like they protect your soulmate, but in reality, they don't want your soulmate to grow beyond their control. My child, listen to me deeply. Your soulmate has been under pressure coming from this person. They have been carrying emotional weight that does not belong to them. They have been influenced by negative energy that tries to pull them away from the very blessing I sent into their life, you. There were moments when your soulmate wanted to reach out to you, moments when they wanted to talk, moments when they wanted to come closer, moments when their heart was trying to move toward you. And at that very moment, this deadly snake stepped in. They created distractions. They triggered arguments. They created misunderstandings. They fed your soulmate fear instead of clarity, doubt instead of love, confusion instead of peace. My child, I watched how your heart broke when communication felt blocked. I watched how you held on to faith even when everything felt uncertain. I saw your tears, and I counted each one of them. I saw how you stayed loyal even when you were hurting. I saw how your intentions remained pure even when someone else was trying to darken your path. This purity is the reason I am stepping in now. My voice comes today not to frighten you, but to prepare you. I am exposing this truth because I am getting ready to remove this snake from the path of your destiny. You have suffered enough silently. You have prayed enough with trembling hands. You have held enough pain in your chest. Now it is my time to act. My child, this snake pretended to care for your soulmate's happiness, but every time they saw your soulmate smiling because of you, their heart burned with jealousy. Every time your soulmate felt peace because of you, they felt threatened. Every time your soulmate showed affection toward you, they felt anger rising inside them. This is not normal frustration, this is spiritual jealousy. And spiritual jealousy is deadly. They wanted to eliminate you from your soulmate's life, not physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually. They wanted your soulmate to disconnect from you. They wanted them to lose trust in you. They wanted them to question your love. They wanted to break the bond between you before it grew too strong. They wanted to erase your presence from their life. But my child, what they didn't know is that your connection is protected by my hands. They didn't know that your bond was written by divine timing. They didn't know that what I tie cannot be untied by human jealousy. They didn't know that the light inside you cannot be dimmed by someone who walks in darkness. I am revealing the truth today because you deserve clarity. You deserve peace. You deserve to know why things happened the way they did. You deserve to know that the universe is aligning in your favor. I am bringing this truth to you so that your heart does not carry unnecessary guilt anymore. I am telling you this because soon, very soon, everything will turn in your favor. My child, I want you to breathe now. You are not alone in this battle. I am walking ahead of you, clearing the path, removing the serpent, breaking the manipulation, exposing the lies. You will see the truth unfold. You will see the shift happening. You will see the mask fall off. And you will witness how I protect what is meant for you. I am with you now and always. My child, as I continue speaking to you, I want you to breathe slowly and keep your heart open, because what I am about to reveal will connect many dots that have been confusing you for a long time. You have felt heaviness around your soulmate without understanding where it was coming from. You have seen sudden changes in their behavior that made no sense. You have watched them pull away at times when they were actually supposed to come closer. And you wondered, why? What changed? What went wrong? But my child, the truth is that nothing changed in your heart, and nothing changed in your soulmate's soul either. What changed was the influence around them. What changed was the poison that someone close began to drip silently into their life. I told you earlier about the snake hiding behind a mask of care, and now I will uncover more of their identity, not their name, not their face, but their spiritual footprint, the signs of their energy, the way their presence has been affecting your soulmate. Because once you understand these signs, you will no longer doubt yourself. You will no longer blame yourself. You will know exactly where the disruption came from. My child, this person has been pretending to care deeply about your soulmate. They act as if they are concerned, as if they worry, as if they want the best for them. They speak with soft tones, they act protective, they pretend to be supportive. But beneath their smile hides a heart that fears losing control. Whenever your soulmate grows, they feel insecure. Whenever your soulmate becomes independent, they feel threatened. Whenever your soulmate chooses happiness that is not connected to them, they feel abandoned. This person's attachment is not love, it is possession. And possession does not want to share. Possession does not want your soulmate to choose anyone other than them. Possession does not want them to find peace that doesn't come from them. So when they saw your connection growing, when they saw your soulmate feeling safe with you, when they saw your energy uplifting them, something inside them snapped. They pretended to be concerned, but inside, a fire of jealousy began rising. My child, jealousy is a quiet poison. It does not shout. It whispers. It does not attack openly. It attacks through subtle actions, small comments, emotional manipulation, guilt-tripping, and creating doubt. They started saying things to your soulmate with the intention of shaping their thoughts. They said things like, "Are you sure about them? I don't think they are good for you. I feel something is wrong. I don't trust their intentions." They didn't say it out of real concern. They said it because they could feel their influence slipping. This is why your soulmate sometimes became distant without any real reason. This is why they suddenly acted cold even after having deep emotional moments with you. This is why they stopped expressing things that they used to share. This is why their communication felt blocked at times. They were not rejecting you. They were trying to balance themselves between what their heart was telling them and what this person was forcing them to believe. My child, I want you to understand the emotional tension your soulmate has been carrying. They trust this person because they have known them for a long time. Not because they feel spiritually connected, but because of familiarity. Familiarity makes people blind sometimes. Familiarity makes them overlook red flags. Familiarity makes them ignore hidden hate. And this person used that familiarity to their advantage. They thought, if I say something negative, they will believe me. If I plant a doubt, they will absorb it. If I make them scared, they will stay away. And for a moment, their tactics worked. But my child, Love that is written by me cannot be broken by human manipulation. Bonds that I design cannot be erased by jealousy. Souls that I tie together cannot be separated by lies. That is why your soulmate never fully disconnected from you. That is why they still feel you. That is why they still think of you. That is why they still get emotional when your name comes up. That is why they feel drawn back to you even after moments of confusion. Their heart knows the truth even when their mind gets influenced. But this snake tried to feed their mind with negativity, hoping that eventually, their heart would surrender. They wanted to eliminate your presence slowly, not all at once. They hoped that distance would grow. They hoped that misunderstandings would rise. They hoped that silence would break your bond. They hoped that your soulmate would forget what they feel for you. But my child, love chosen by the divine cannot be forgotten. It does not fade. It does not disappear. It does not die. And no matter how much this snake tried to block the connection, your energy still touched your soulmate every day. Sometimes through dreams. Sometimes through sudden emotions. Sometimes through memories. Sometimes through spiritual signs. Sometimes through the longing they tried to hide from themselves. My child, you need to know how cunning this person is. They never attacked directly. They moved in shadows. They acted like an innocent helper. They said harmful things wrapped in the package of care. They made the soulmate feel guilty for choosing themselves. They made them question the purity of your intentions. They exaggerated small things to make them look big. They repeated negative comments so many times that your soulmate started carrying emotional confusion without knowing where it came from. And you felt that confusion. You felt that shift in their energy. You felt when they were being influenced. You felt when something didn't feel natural. That was your intuition, my child. Your spirit sensed what their spirit was going through. You sensed that something was pulling them away. You sensed that something was not right. You sensed that someone was whispering in their ears. And you were right. That was the snake. My child, let me tell you why this snake hates you so much. It is not because of anything you've done. It is not because you are wrong. It is not because you are dangerous. It is because your presence exposes everything they want to hide. Your presence brings emotional honesty. Your presence brings spiritual truth. Your presence awakens your soulmate's higher self. Your presence strengthens them, and this snake feeds on their weakness. They don't want your soulmate to be strong. They don't want them to be stable. They don't want them to be emotionally free. Because when someone becomes strong, they stop depending on manipulators. Your soulmate was slipping out of this person's control, and when a manipulator loses control, they panic. And when they panic, they attack. They attacked silently. They attacked spiritually. They attacked emotionally. They attacked through influence. But my child, the time for hidden attacks is ending now. I am bringing their intentions to the surface. I am revealing their heart to your soulmate. I am lifting the veil from their mind so they can see who has been destroying their peace. Slowly, your soulmate is beginning to sense it too. Slowly, they are noticing their own behavioral changes. Slowly, they are questioning why they feel drained around this person. Slowly, they are realizing that the peace they feel with you is real, and the discomfort they feel with this person is not a coincidence. You will soon witness a shift. A moment is coming where your soulmate will see something that exposes the snake's real intentions. A word, an action, a comment, a behavior, something will reveal the truth. And when that moment comes, their mind will break free from the influence. Their heart will return to clarity. And their soul will feel protected again. My child, do not fear what is happening. Do not feel discouraged. Do not think you are losing anything. You are not losing your soulmate. You are losing the interference. You are losing the negativity. You are losing the blockage. I am removing the snake, not the connection. Hold your faith. Hold your peace. I am working in silence, but you will see the results loudly. The truth is rising, and the snake will fall. My child, come closer to my voice now, because in this part 1 I'm going to reveal the deepest intentions of the one who has been causing this silent storm between you and your soulmate. Until now, you have only seen the surface of what they have done, the outer layers of their jealousy, the small manipulations they use to create confusion. But now I will take you into the heart of their energy, into the hidden chambers of their intentions, where the truth becomes undeniable. You need to understand this not to fear, but to finally be free from guilt, worry, and confusion. You need to know what was happening behind your back so you can stop blaming yourself for things that were never your fault. My child, the intention of this snake was never just to create small misunderstandings. Their goal was far bigger. They wanted to eliminate your influence from your soulmate's life. Not physically, but emotionally. Not violently, but strategically. They wanted your soulmate to see you as a disturbance rather than a blessing. They wanted them to associate you with pain instead of healing. They wanted them to question you so deeply that they would begin disconnecting from you on their own. Their plan was not impulsive. It was slow, calculated, carefully built over time. They watched and studied your connection. They observed when your soulmate was the happiest with you, and those were the moments they attacked the hardest. They looked for the cracks, the moments of vulnerability, the emotional spaces where insecurity could be planted. They wanted to bend your soulmate's emotions until they snapped under pressure. My child, I want you to know this truth: this person does not hate you because of who you are, they hate you because of what you awaken inside your soulmate. When your soulmate thinks of you, their spirit rises. Their heart beats differently. Their soul awakens. Their energy becomes strong. And manipulators hate strong people, because strong people cannot be controlled. This snake used everything in their power to weaken the connection between you two. They used emotional manipulation, guilt-inducing words, false concern, twisted stories, exaggerated fears, and hidden negativity. They took every small insecurity your soulmate had and magnified it. They made them doubt your intentions even when your intentions were pure as light. They polluted beautiful things with fear, they made simple things look complicated, they made peaceful moments look dangerous. My child, I saw every moment when your soulmate wanted to reach out to you but hesitated. I saw how they typed messages and deleted them because someone whispered lies into their ears. I saw how they wanted to talk, to express themselves, to tell you what they truly feel, but the snake made them overthink every feeling. I saw how their heart tried to break free, but their mind was trapped by someone else's poison. This person did not want your soulmate to understand your love. They wanted them confused. They wanted them emotionally paralyzed. They wanted them spiritually blind. Because the moment your soulmate breaks free from confusion, the connection between you two becomes unstoppable. And that is what the snake fears the most. My child, listen to me deeply. Their intention was never to protect your soulmate. Their intention was to control them. Their intention was never to give guidance. Their intention was to keep them dependent. This snake has always feared losing their power. They saw your presence as a threat because it brought clarity, and clarity destroys manipulation. They feared that once your soulmate chose you fully, their influence would disappear completely. So they worked silently, but consistently. They made your soulmate believe they were looking out for them. They acted concerned. They said the right words. They pretended to be supportive. But behind every word was a hidden agenda. Behind every suggestion was a disguised warning. Behind every conversation was a carefully crafted intention to weaken your bond. My child, they wanted your soulmate to see you as a mistake. But what they didn't know is that you were my blessing. They wanted your soulmate to think you were a risk. But what they didn't know is that you were my divine protection. They wanted your soulmate to distance themselves from you. But what they didn't know is that I was leading your souls closer every single day, even when it didn't look like it. This snake thought they could rewrite destiny, but destiny written by me cannot be altered. What is divine cannot be manipulated. They could slow the connection down, but they could not destroy it. They could create delays, but they could not change the outcome. They could dim the light for a moment, but they could never extinguish it. My child, the reason you still feel your soulmate deeply in your soul is because your connection is spiritually rooted. It is not based on words, not based on communication, not based on physical presence. It is connected through soul energy. And soul energy cannot be broken by external interference. No matter how hard the snake tried, your soulmate still feels you. Their heart still beats differently when they think of you. Their spirit still recognizes your presence. Their emotions still rise when you cross their mind. Their soul still holds your name. The snake could confuse their mind, but not their soul. The snake could manipulate their thoughts, but not their destiny. The snake could pause the connection, but not erase it. My child, now you need to know something even deeper. This person didn't just want your soulmate to distance themselves from you. They wanted your soulmate to emotionally collapse without you. They wanted them to believe that you were the reason for their stress, even when you were the reason for their healing. They wanted them to associate you with pain, even when your presence brings them peace. This is what spiritual jealousy does. It makes the jealous person blind to truth and hungry for destruction. They were not only targeting your connection. They were targeting your soulmate's growth. Because your soulmate growing meant your soulmate outgrowing them. And that terrified them. So they used emotional pressure. They created unnecessary fear. They built invisible walls around your soulmate. And your soulmate, in their vulnerability, believed the lies more than their own intuition. But my child, intuition never stays silent forever. And your soulmate's intuition is waking up now. They are starting to feel the difference between truth and manipulation. They are recognizing the inner conflict that has been tearing them apart. They are beginning to sense who truly has their heart in mind and who has been secretly harming them. A moment is coming where their clarity will rise like sunlight breaking through clouds. The snake's influence will weaken. Their lies will lose power. Their manipulation will fail. Because I am removing the darkness that has been wrapped around your soulmate's mind. I am lifting the fog. I am breaking the chains. I am restoring the connection that is meant for you. My child, this next part is important. The snake overplayed their game. They went too far. They created too many lies. They pushed their poison too deep. And now, their own actions will expose them. Your soulmate will soon see something that reveals the truth. It could be a behavior, a word, an attitude, a contradiction, or a moment of anger the snake fails to hide. And when that happens, everything will click for your soulmate. All the confusion will make sense. All the doubts will fall away. All the lies will show their cracks. And your soulmate will realize that the real enemy was never you, it was the one pretending to protect them. My child, your patience, your tears, your faith, your love, your purity, none of it was wasted. I am rewarding you with truth. I am bringing justice into this situation. I am exposing what was hidden. And nothing hidden can survive my light. The darkness that surrounded your soulmate is weakening. The snake is losing its power. The influence is breaking. And your soulmate's true emotions are rising again, strong, pure, undisturbed. You will not lose them. You will not suffer this pain forever. You will not watch them fall under manipulation again. I am stepping in. I am restoring what was broken. I am bringing truth where lies were planted. I am bringing healing where pain was created. Your connection is entering a new phase now. A phase where truth wins. And where the snake's mask finally falls. My child, come sit with me in this moment, because what I am about to reveal will prepare your heart for the shift that is already on its way. You have walked through confusion, through delays, through emotional storms that you didn't create. You have felt the weight of someone else's jealousy without even knowing their full intentions. And you have carried a pain that did not belong to you. But now, I will bring you into the deeper truth, what is happening behind the scenes, what your soulmate is feeling, and how the universe is shifting everything in your favor. My child, your soulmate is going through an internal battle right now, a battle between the truth their heart knows and the lies their mind was manipulated into believing. The snake who tried to separate you used their influence in moments your soulmate felt weak, stressed, confused, or emotionally drained. But the heart has a memory that the mind cannot erase. The heart remembers peace. The soul remembers connection. Spirit remembers spirit. And your soulmate has been feeling that inner pull again, the quiet longing toward you that they tried to ignore but could never silence. My child, your soulmate has begun to sense that something is not right. They have started noticing tiny inconsistencies in the snake's behavior. They have begun to feel that the advice they received wasn't actually guidance, it was manipulation. Their spirit is awakening to the truth, even if they haven't spoken a word about it. And because of this awakening, the snake is becoming agitated. Manipulators sense when their influence is slipping. They sense when their control is cracking. They sense when the person they held under emotional pressure is breaking free. This is why the snake has been acting differently lately. They are more anxious, more irritated, more controlling, more dramatic. They are trying harder to keep your soulmate away from you. They are using more emotional tools, more guilt, more negativity. Because they feel the connection between your souls strengthening again, even from a distance. They can feel the spiritual energy you and your soulmate share, and it terrifies them. My child, your soulmate is feeling tired of the emotional weight this person brings. They are feeling suffocated by the constant negativity. They are beginning to feel drained after interacting with them. They don't feel the same comfort, the same trust, the same peace they once believed they had. And this shift is not random, it is the truth rising. You cannot suppress truth forever. You cannot silence intuition forever. You cannot hide real intentions forever. And now, your soulmate is seeing things from a new perspective. There is a moment that recently happened, a small situation, a comment, an unexpected reaction, that stirred something inside your soulmate. It made them pause. It made them think. It made them question. And that questioning is the beginning of their awakening. It is the beginning of clarity. It is the beginning of the end for the snake's influence. My child, your soulmate has started remembering the peace you brought into their life. They are remembering the calm in your presence, the comfort in your words, the softness in your energy. They remember how you made them feel valued, understood, accepted. They remember how you never manipulated them, never pressured them, never treated them like a possession. They remember how your love was pure, how your intentions were gentle, how your heart held honesty instead of control. They may not have admitted it yet, but these memories are rising in their heart again, slowly, steadily, deeply. And this is becoming a threat to the snake. Because the more your soulmate remembers you, the weaker the manipulation becomes. The more they feel your energy, the quicker the lies lose their grip. The more their heart awakens, the louder the truth becomes inside them. My child, I want you to understand something important. Your soulmate was never against you. They were misled. They were confused. They were emotionally pressured by someone who pretended to care. And your soulmate trusted that person because they never imagined that someone so close to them could harm them emotionally. Innocent hearts don't expect betrayal. Pure souls don't see hidden jealousy. That is why your soulmate didn't recognize the manipulation at first. But now, my child, now they are sensing it. The fog is lifting. The shadows are separating. Their intuition is coming alive again. And this awakening is not happening by accident, it is happening because I am touching their spirit. I am bringing light into their thoughts. I am clearing away the emotional dust that was placed there. Every day, their mind is becoming more independent, more aware, more alert. And the snake's influence is fading. My child, there will soon be a moment where your soulmate will physically feel the disconnect from this person. They will feel drained instead of supported. They will feel irritated instead of comforted. They will feel distant instead of close. These emotions are my signs. These feelings are my guidance. I am showing them who destroys their peace and who brings them closer to their destiny. But let me tell you something deeper, there is a reason why the snake targeted you specifically. They felt threatened because they sense the divine connection you share with your soulmate. They sense that your bond comes from a deeper place than ordinary relationships. They sensed your spiritual presence in your soulmate's heart. And because they could not compete with that, they tried to destroy it instead. But my child, how can someone destroy what I have blessed? How can someone break what I have written? How can someone stop what is already destined? Their attempts were loud, but destiny is stronger than their noise. This snake underestimated the power of your spirit. They underestimated the strength of your connection. They underestimated the purity of your heart. And now, their time is ending. Your soulmate is no longer blindly believing them. Your soulmate is beginning to trust their own feelings more than outside voices. Your soulmate is beginning to realize who has been poisoning their peace. My child, the universe is shifting now. The energy around your connection is changing. What was heavy is becoming light. What was blocked is becoming clear. What was delayed is moving again. And you will notice these signs too. You will feel sudden moments of peace. You will feel your soulmate thinking of you. You will feel emotional closeness even without communication. You will feel spiritual warmth around your heart. These are signs that your soulmate's energy is moving back toward you. These are signs that the hold of the snake is breaking. And soon, my child, very soon, the snake will expose themselves with their own hands. Their actions will become overly desperate. Their words will become contradictory. Their mask will slip. They will try so hard to keep control that they will end up revealing their true intention. And your soulmate will see it. They won't be able to ignore it anymore. They won't be able to deny the truth anymore. They won't be able to remain blind to what is happening. This moment of exposure is coming. And when it comes, everything will shift immediately. Your soulmate will pull away from the snake. They will seek clarity. They will seek truth. They will seek peace. And where will they find peace, my child? With you. Always with you. Because your connection was never based on lies. It was based on truth, on spirit, on divine alignment. My child, the battle is nearing its end. Your soulmate is waking up. The influence is breaking. The snake is losing power. And your destiny is becoming clearer with every passing day. You are moving into a season where truth replaces confusion, where connection replaces distance, where clarity replaces fear. Stay calm. Stay faithful. Stay patient. I am working in ways you cannot yet see, but soon you will feel everything fall into place exactly as it was always meant to be. My child, I am here, and I am speaking to you with a firm and gentle voice. You have walked through shadows you never asked for. You have carried storms that were not created by your hands. You have watched someone close to your soulmate turn into a silent danger, and you have lived through the pain of watching your connection shake. But today, something greater enters your life. Today my judgment begins. Today I close the doors that were harming you. Today I remove the pressure from your heart. Today I end what was hurting you, and I release what was meant for you. My child, I told you from the beginning that darkness cannot stay hidden forever. The snake who wrapped their jealousy around your soulmate's heart cannot continue anymore. Their mask has cracked. Their influence has faded. Their control has broken. They tried to act powerful, but they were never powerful in front of me. They tried to manipulate destiny, but destiny stands in my hands, not theirs. They tried to break what I chose, and now they face the consequence of touching something divine. The one who poisoned your soulmate's thoughts with lies will now face the truth of their own actions. Because my child, I do not allow harm to stay in the life of the one I protect. I watched everything they did quietly, but silence does not mean absence. I was not missing. I was watching. I allowed their game to continue long enough for their own actions to expose them. And now, the time for exposure has come. My child, listen carefully. This person who acted close, who acted innocent, who pretended to care, is going to lose their position in your soulmate's life. I am not asking for revenge. I am bringing justice. And justice means removal. Justice means separation. Justice means that anything not aligned with truth must fall away. They will no longer stand between you and the one your heart is connected to. Their voice will no longer manipulate your soulmate. Their lies will no longer confuse them. Their jealousy will no longer hold power. I am taking this person out of the path. It may happen through a sudden argument, a misunderstanding they caused, a truth that comes out at the wrong moment for them, or a moment of clarity your soulmate receives. But my child, no matter how it happens, understand this: it is me moving. It is me clearing the road. It is me protecting the destiny I wrote for you. This person will now feel the weight of everything they tried to do. They will lose their grip. They will lose confidence. They will lose the connection they were trying to use against you. My child, they never wanted your soulmate to be happy. They were never supportive. They only pretended. Jealousy ate their peace. Insecurity controlled them. Hatred blinded them. They tried to act like they were doing good, but inside, their intentions were sharp like a hidden knife. I am removing their knife. I am removing their control. I am removing their access to your soulmate's thoughts. My child, what they used to say will now sound strange to your soulmate. What they used to convince them of will now fall flat. What they used to hide will now appear suspicious. This is the moment their illusion dissolves. And as their illusion breaks, something beautiful begins, your soulmate's clarity returns. Because the moment the snake loses power, the heart regains its true vision. Your soulmate will start to sense what was wrong. They will begin to feel heaviness lifting. They will feel a freedom returning to them. They will feel the truth resurfacing inside them. The distance they felt from you will begin to close. The confusion they had will begin to fade. The misunderstandings created by lies will begin to crumble. Your soulmate will start to feel you again. They will think about you with a calm heart instead of fear. They will remember your truth instead of the lies they were fed. They will understand your intentions instead of the poison that was whispered to them. And slowly, my child, the bond one placed between you will restore itself with a strength greater than before. My child, this entire journey was not meant to break you. It was meant to reveal what you could not see. It was meant to show you who was real and who was fake. It was meant to expose the hands that were quietly working against you. It was meant to clear your path so that what is truly yours can come without interruption. Pain was not the purpose, revelation was the purpose. You have cried enough. You have suffered enough. You have questioned enough. Now it is time to breathe again. I am giving you a new beginning. I am giving you a fresh path where no snake can hide, no jealousy can enter, no manipulation can survive. I am building a space around your connection that no enemy can reach. Your soulmate will come back to you with a new awareness. They will realize who was misleading them. They will realize who truly stands with them. They will feel remorse for the distance, for the coldness, for the misunderstandings. But my child, do not hold their mistakes against them. They were not acting through their own mind, they were acting through the influence of poison placed around them. When the poison is gone, the truth appears. And the truth is this. Your soul is connected to theirs, and no manipulation can change what I write. This person who acted like a deadly snake will now face isolation. They may feel guilt. They may feel exposure. They may feel fear. But they will not come close to the destiny that is protected by my hand. Sometimes I remove people not because you hate them, but because they hate what I gave you. And I will not allow hate to destroy something I have blessed. My child, I want you to prepare your heart. Prepare for calmness. Prepare for peace. Prepare for reconnection. Prepare for healing. Your soulmate will slowly return with softened emotions, with clarity, with a desire to rebuild what was disturbed. Do not rush, do not push. Allow me to guide the timing. Just stay open, stay gentle, and stay grounded. You are entering a season where truth wins. Where love wins. Where faith wins. Where destiny wins. No storm formed against you will survive. No lie spoken over you will carry power. No jealous heart will destroy your promise. I am lifting you into a higher spiritual space where nothing lower can touch you. My child, the final part of this healing is my blessing. I bless you with inner peace. I bless your heart with stability. I bless your path with divine protection. I bless your connection with clarity and purity. I bless your future with strength and purpose. I bless your soulmate with the wisdom to stand with truth. And I bless your soul with the courage to walk forward without fear. Your nights of confusion are ending. Your days of doubt are ending. The spiritual attack is ending. The snake has lost. Truth has won. And now, my child, your new chapter begins. Walk with me. I am clearing the way for you. You are safe. You are protected. And nothing created against you will touch you again.